Alright, today we're going to talk about the basic components and parts of the piston and connecting rod assembly. On top of the piston, this is called the head of the piston. You can see we had that orientation mark that we talked about, and there's a triangle there. And that points towards the push rod opening on the valve train. If you notice, we've got a piston and we've got 1, 2, and we've got a third channel here. These are called the ring lands, and we have 2 compression rings, and then we have 2 oil rings, and then in between the oil ring is an expander or spacer, okay, depending on what book or terminology you see. Now these piston rings all compress, so when we compress them, you'll see that this one right here has a small gap right here, and this gap can be seen when we compress it, and it'll get smaller or bigger. Now piston rings have an orientation, either they have a top or bottom, okay, and they have to be put in the correct order. The other part of the piston here is the skirt. The bottom part is the skirt, and if we put a micrometer later when we measure it, the skirt will be slightly larger always than the head. The head has all the heat and the expansion occurs, so this will actually grow as the engine gets warmer. Now inside you'll see that this has a connecting rod that moves along a pin. This is the tightest tolerance in the engine, the piston pin. So sometimes this pin is pressed into the connecting rod, sometimes it's pressed into the piston, other times it floats, and it's a very tight clearance. It floats on a very thin very thin, tight tolerance of oil. And to get this out, we're going to pull out the C-clip here, and the C-clip is very small, and lots of times they recommend replacing it. You can see that they even create a little channel for you to grab it here in the piston. Now to get this piston pin out, I'm going to just press the pin out, and it's a pretty tight tolerance, so we'll see how it presses out here. Sometimes we might need a socket to press this out. And you can see it's a very, very tight tolerance. We're talking in the 10,000th of an inch here. And here comes the pin. I'm going to grab the connecting rod is out, and we'll get the rest of the pin out. Now notice this pin will slide into the connecting rod, and you can see that it just floats. It'll spin around. It should have no play, side play. You can see there's a small hole for oiling. Okay, this will always ride on a thin film of oil. Okay, stated before, this pin floats in the connecting rod and it floats in the piston. So we took out 1 C-clip, and I'll tell you later if we're going to have that required. And you can see that this pin floats inside the piston. So to get these piston rings off, you know, the crude method, shade tree mechanic method, would just be to wind them off. Okay, so you can actually take your finger and slide this one off. But if you do that, they have a certain point where all of a sudden they just go snap and they're going to crack. So we're going to use what's called a ring expander here, and we're going to come in and we are going to just lightly expand this ring until it just comes over the piston. If we overexpand it, it will actually snap. Okay, so if we overexpand it, I'm not going to break one here, but it will actually snap. So we're going to take all the rings off in order, and then we're going to notice that on the piston ring you can actually see sometimes they have a design or an orientation. So this one right here has a mark on it, and I believe it has an H, and either this H faces the top or the bottom, and we'll have to inspect the manual for those specifications. So we'll continue on removing all the rings, but for your assembly and your measurement purposes, we're going to leave the oil control rings on and the bottom compression ring on, and then we will be inserting this in the cylinder to measure the actual ring gap. So, piston pin, circlip. We can then park the piston pin back into the piston while we're doing measurement. We'll take this C-clip and put it in our valve train. And that is all for today.